Never ask, never get. That was a moniker that was given to me by one of my mentors a long, long time ago, probably 30 years ago. And it came out of something that I needed to ask for, which I had asked numerous times before. And I was going to ask once more. And my mentor, a super persistent guy, said, I don't know, Bruce, you've asked 4 or 5 times. I would not ask again. And I said, my back's against the wall. I'm going to ask again. So I asked and received. And so the never ask, never get moniker, slogan, whatever you want to call it, is something I've used a lot. And it's amazing how well that has served me. It's important enough to me to remember, and maybe to pass on for others to remember, that I actually had that engraved onto our tombstone. Not being used yet, but being made and now in place. And so you'll be surprised how many people are just afraid of hearing no. Now, the way I always looked at it, and especially if you think of perhaps an insulting offer, I always said that when I presented something like that, you're very likely not going to like this offer. So you set up that expectation. And most of the time, the expectation is not as bad as the reality. So you set that up. But if somebody said that's an insulting offer, I often said, I don't consider any offer insulting because at least I had the opportunity to say no, and that's true. So a lot of people are afraid of hearing no. Good salespeople realize that they're going to hear no a lot more than they will hear yes. So if you can get to the point of believing and reminding yourself, never ask, never get, and say to yourself, when I don't ask, I'm robbing myself of the potential opportunity, you will do much better. If you ask, you may hear no. But if you don't ask, by definition, it's a no. And think of it that way as well. So I hope that you will, as you're talking to board members, law firms, prospects, banks, ask. And you will be surprised how many times asking will actually get you what you're looking for, whether that's a better deal, a better interest rate, on and on and on. Never ask, never get has served me very well, and I bet you it's going to serve you well as well if you use it. So make a point of doing that, and maybe make an affirmation around never ask, never get, saying that I've learned to ask. I welcome the ability to ask for what I need, and more times than not, I'm getting what I ask for. So, should be helpful to you. If you don't know what to do in terms of the steps of business acquisition, go over to brucewhipple.com. We have opened up group coaching in June, so that will be there. You'll see the group coaching details as well. But never ask, never get. Remember, it'll serve you well.